All right, so much to get to, so much to talk about already. Happy Friday, everyone. We're at 22 degrees. The sun is shining. It is a beautiful day. It is the 9th now of December, and it's going to be chilly tonight. I think we're supposed to get down around 20 or so under the stars, and then sunshine tomorrow, and seasonable. Pretty much a perfect forecast for everything that is going to be happening this weekend, at least the things that involve being outdoors, of which there are many. So weather's going to be fantastic for that. Just got handed a minute ago the map for the Jeep Miss Tour, and I have it right here. Sam just came by, Travis Payette, and so many other Jeeps going to be really enjoying this on Saturday night. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Vermont at the corporate headquarters is where things are going to start. Carry on through the Scott Hill Road, then Route 14, coming into Barrie, and finishing things at the State House in Montpelier. That, I believe, is the same route as the toy run in August every year. So there it is. And I'm sure that Travis and Sam and others are going to be posting this up on their personal Facebook pages. And I'm also sure that there's got to be a Facebook event for this. So, and Raylene's tuned in this morning. She's watching. She'll know whether or not there's a Facebook event on Jeep Miss, and she'll be posting it up like a mad woman that she is. Also wanted to mention before I forget, and I think I forgot yesterday. I don't remember what I forget what I have forgotten. The Green Mountain Nutcracker is the 17th and 18th at the Barrie Opera House. So if you want to get tickets on that, move on it quickly, because tickets are selling. It is, again, Saturday the 17th, Sunday the 18th at the Barrie Opera House, the Green Mountain Nutcracker. All right? All the kids get together, and frankly, they work at this and they practice all year long for this, 2 days of performing. So we want to get them a nice big audience and get to the Opera House for this. And please support the Moving Light Dance Company. They work so hard. Also, before I forget, we have successfully been in touch with the Washington County Sheriff's Department. And I was speaking with Brian this morning. They are going to be at and leading the Marcus Bisson Parade on Saturday morning. That will be our police escort at the beginning of the parade. Washington County Sheriff's Department, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Also, have been in touch with the Berlin Armory, and they are going to be bringing at least one Humvee and several military vehicles that will be in that Marcus Bisson parade on Saturday morning. We invite you, whoever you are, wherever you are, please come to Williamstown. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, will be the staging, the setup over at the Hoyt Seaver Field. Bring your vehicle, get it decorated, bring your family, the kids, get some balloons, some streamers, mark up your windows, do whatever you got to do. We are hoping to start rolling at around 10 a.m. with this surprise parade for Marcus, and pass in front of him where his mom and dad are going to try to get him right in front of the pub. So at 10 o'clock, we hope to be surprising him with this parade in Williamstown and congratulating him on completing his final chemotherapy treatment at 11 years old. And this cancer has taken quite a toll on Marcus and his family. His leg was amputated as a result. So just imagine for a moment here, if you can, of when you were 11 years old and the things that you were doing when you were that young, and imagine doing them with only one leg. So there's a lot to this story. And so far he's been fitted to a prosthetic, but there is still a long, long, long road in front of Marcus and the rest of his family, who has just surrounded him with great love, as well as the Williamstown Elementary School, many of which who will be there as part of the parade. But tip of the hat this morning to Barre City Fire that is going to be there, Williamstown Fire and Ambulance, EMS from a couple of different towns are going to be there, as well as the school, the community, his family, the pub, Washington County Sheriff's Department, the Berlin Armory, and the list goes on and on. It is going to be an amazing morning tomorrow. The kind of the kickoff to an incredible weekend. And Breakfast with Santa, of course, is tomorrow morning beginning at 8 a.m. at the Barre Auditorium. Whew, man, so much happening, so much going on. Donna Thunder, the absolute beautiful Donna Thunder, is sitting right next to me. Can you believe I just pull that mic right up tight, wicked tight? Yes. Can you believe I just did that all by memory?
No. Well, yes, I can.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I really can.
You're
you.
My memory is the older I get, the sharper it is.
I can identify.
You know I'm so bullshitting you right now. It's
no,
like,
you're not.
Oh, my God, I am. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
What do you think about this whole thing, Marcus Bisson? You've heard
yes,
heard
I
the
have.
whole
My
story.
heart goes out.
Yeah.
It takes a town to help support a family in need.
Yep.
You know, 7 years ago, yesterday, my son was crushed by 25 tons of granite.
At a granite shed right here in Barre.
Yes. So
How many years ago?
7 this year. And every year, you know, there'll be something about that particular accident that will cause him more pain. Just waking up in the morning. Some days he doesn't know why. So
Travis.
Yep, Travis.
How's he doing?
You know, for where he could have ended up, and he has to take one day at a time. Out of 24 ribs, 23 were broken in over 30 places. Shattered scapula. You know, he no longer has his job, and he misses the purpose of what he was doing.
Yeah.
However, he wakes up and he never knows what the day's going to bring. But he always has a smile on his face.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so I can either make things better or I can make things worse. You know, my mother, and Lordy, if you cross I'll come a-running. But his wife does a good job of that.
Wow.
She's wonderful.
God bless.
The
God
kids
bless
are-
both of them and staying together.
I want to tell you, when they had a GoFundMe when it first happened, and you know, this young man, Travis, I have heard that the community's stepping up and helping him and his family, which helps the community find that there's so much good out there,
Right.
that it's not as bad
Right.
as what we sometimes want to believe or see on the news. We should hear more of this about
Right.
lifting people up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of kids, we're talking about kids. Can you share with us this children's book that you're writing?
Yes.
Please.
This is a draft of a book that I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
And if this is just a draft. I couldn't find my finished copy.
Boy, that is a rough draft.
Isn't it? It is.
Damn. This is how ideas come to
Yes.
fruition.
This was from the storyboard. So this is about our local farmer up past the hospital, Sam Burke the Burke family.
Yeah.
Who I absolutely love.
Oh, we know.
Look right here on this Christmas card. Who's the guy smiling on the top
Yeah.
shelf?
Right.
That's for you, by the way.
Oh, my God. That's Ray Burke when he was on the air with me.
Yes.
Damn.
That's why I wanted you to have that.
Well, I'll show this on the air in a second.
Isn't that kind of
Is
cool?
this on your Facebook page, too?
Not yet.
Gonna be?
Going to be.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Sam in real life got himself a donkey. I don't know if it's a mule or a donkey. I don't know the difference. I probably should look that up.
Okay.
I won't go with the third one.
Okay. Ass? Did you just say ass?
You can say it. I didn't know if I could say it. So, this is about,
Or you could say, like Lily, Dad, that guy is an A-word.
is that right? Does she really say that?
A-word.
So this is about this little donkey that sits out in a field. His mama was taken away to go work on a farm. So he's all by himself, alone in the field, and he's lonely. Nobody to play with him, nobody to hug him at night,
Okay.
right? So, and he's crying. He's crying.
Who did the art? You illustrated this?
Yes. Yep.
And you wrote the story.
Yes. And Mama says, never give up, Howie. Never get up. And he remembers what she said. And so he decides to take a nap in the hot sun and dream about his mama.
Donna, you're making me feel like I need to have some hot cocoa here and some blankets. I mean, this is
Whoopee blankets.
this is amazing. I love this.
Isn't this cute? But it's based on the wonderfulness. Look at the Burke farm. They lost Kelly.
Yeah.
And the farm went dark. And then a couple of years went by, and there's one light that came back on. And now the family's moved up. There's sheep in the barn and goats. It's just a wonderful, talk about a holiday feeling.
Sam know about this?
I think so, because I had to send him the first cover. But he hasn't seen this.
Well, he has now. 'Cause it's on the Aired Out podcast.
And so Howie feels something warm on his back. And he said, what is this feeling? Something warm on my back. I know it's not the sun. And he says, I know Mama taught me about this. Why, this new feeling? Mama told me it's kindness. And Sam reaches out. Hi, fella. How you doing? I see you're pretty lonely. How would you like to come live at our farm?
All right, now, hold on now.
Yeah.
Don't go any further.
Oh, yeah,
because
that's good.
we don't want to spoil this.
That's correct.
About what
Very good,
happens.
thank you.
What happens at the farm? But we're assuming that Howie's going to go to the farm.
Yes. He wants to.
He wants
Desperately.
to.
Yes.
So, Donna, I have to yell at you here for a second. Okay? Is it okay if I yell at you?
Yeah.
What the hell's going on? What are we waiting for with the publisher? Why is this not in print yet? What's the next step? What do we need to do to get this in book form?
Well,
Come on.
shall I tell you?
Come on.
I would love to, but I didn't know how. So I've sent some messages out. It's like I've lost, and believe it or not, I've lost half my vision. So doing this, I have to risk ridicule because I don't have straight lines. So anyway,
Who the
if
hell
you can
does
help
have
me,
straight lines? I certainly
if
don't.
you can help me find someplace, this is more about the love I see from people than from me.
I understand, but this needs.
If anybody out there can help me get this published, along with some of my other books, yes.
Where do we begin?
I don't know. That's a beginning. You
All
get the storyboard done.
The storyboard's done. We need to get this printed.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Seriously. Okay.
Yes.
You
If
don't.
anybody can help me, that'd be lovely. I would love to have some of these paintings printed.
Before you show some of these paintings, we have to shift gears here. Donna Thunder, by the way, if you're just tuning in, and I'll say this: when Donna Thunder comes on, buckle the hell up. You're not only a musician, but you're also an artist. The art, the physical form of art on paper and capturing your vision, that's been the cream that has risen to the
Yes.
top here over the last
Yes.
couple of years.
Yes.
You now have your own art display slash show
Yes. Yes.
gallery
Yes.
at the Aldrich Library downstairs.
Yes.
I was over there the other day, walked in there, and just about pooped myself. Because I had no idea that you were that talented with that form of art. I did not know.
I didn't know.
I mean, my God, the stuff that you've done is incredible.
Somebody told me quite a few years ago to go back to the back of a book that you really enjoyed.
Yeah.
And pencil in everything and anything that you could imagine, conceive, hope, wish to do in your life. Because if I kept doing what I was doing, I was going to get the results I was getting. So, and at the top, put subject to change without notice. Meaning if you start something and it's not working for you, move on. You're only here for a short while, and we have enough misery and suffering. So just let it go and try something else. And so I've been doing that. And then I had to have, I got involved with a group of people that celebrate, I don't know, uniqueness, I guess, and celebrate you trying. Nothing was ever, they never wanted me to throw away anything. And I threw away a big collage, and I didn't know what it meant. I was told that when you do a painting, don't throw it away. But I didn't get told that soon enough. I had a big collage, and it was very large. I just started saving eggshells. And I put them in a dish on top of the refrigerator. And lo and behold, one night I got up, and I had a canvas that was probably 4 feet by 4 feet, sprayed it black, started gluing these eggshells on one by one. And then I let it sit, marinate. I was like, what the hell am I doing? And my son said, what's up with that, Mom?
Were you dropping some LSD or something?
I have not had a drink in 25 years.
No acid.
No acid.
Okay.
Quit smoking cigarettes.
You weren't hammered.
No. I'm not a mushroom kind of girl.
You're getting into a little bit of...
No, not a dang thing.
You're amazing. You know that? I love talking with you.
I think everybody can do this.
You just sat down here a few minutes ago before we went on, and you said, "Oh God, what the hell are we going to talk about?" My God, are you joking? Are you joking right now? You and I always have so much to talk about.
I know.
We're going to talk about Chris before we do. Tell us about your health. You mentioned you got some problems with your eyes. Can we get caught up here? What's going on? Are you all right?
I'm okay. I was carrying the big door. Did you see the big angel at the Aldrich Library downstairs?
Yes.
So I was carrying her in the house.
Yeah.
And because I have one eye, there's not a hole there, but I don't have the sight basically in one eye.
Sure.
I'm kind of getting questionable in the other. But I was carrying the door in the house, lost my balance, and fell onto the front porch, and it jammed my shoulder.
At the Aldrich Library?
No, this was at my house, thank
home.
God.
Okay.
So, and I was surprised when I did this show. There's so many people upstairs that have not seen what's downstairs. But that's beside the point. So I hurt my shoulder. At the same time, my partner was diagnosed with melanoma.
Chris Martin.
Chris, my honey bunny, yes. And what a kind man Chris is. He's just incredible. So anyway, he had surgery, and it came back positive. And so they went in and took a lymph node and sent that out. And that was positive. So now we're waiting for next week, which is a big PET scan. And so my heart goes out to Travis and his family. Why me?
Oh, Marcus.
Yes.
Marcus.
Yes.
In Williamstown. Yeah.
And my son, too, God, he cracks me up. I would love you to do a comedy show with Travis. I have never seen anybody so funny in my whole life as Travis. Really funny.
Get his ass in here.
I want you to reach out to him.
All right.
Yeah. So.
So you.
My world was shook. He's my rock, and I've learned a lot about love. I've learned a lot about kindness. I've learned a lot about it's safe to speak my truth. I don't have to hide my truth.
Yeah.
I can say I'm going to stay in the back room tonight. Just leave me know it has nothing to do with you. I'm just not digging anybody being around me right now. And the more I accept me, the more this kind of stuff comes out. In a nutshell. I think of things like your little daughter.
Lily.
Oh my goodness. You talk about goodness in the world.
No.
I know she's a kid.
You
but
know what she said to me?
What?
I think it was Wednesday. Dad, have I been good? Yes, you have. I mean, the kids are asking these questions now because they know what's coming on the 25th. Santa. Have I been good? Yes, Lily. Why are you asking? Well, just making sure, Dad. Just so you know, Dad. I've been extra kind at school. Things are going well. I'm sharing. I'm doing all right. But why are you pushing this? Well, I just want you to know, And I said, all right. Well, I'm so glad that you've been so good. And then she looks at me and she says, "Yeah, wait till the 26th."
No way.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Are you kidding me? You're going to purge on the 26th and be an asshat? To make up for all
God.
the Anyway,
I do keep busy.
Yes. Is back to Chris. I
Yes.
mean, what's the deal now? You said he's got a PET scan coming up?
Yeah, next Tuesday.
Okay. What is he doing? Is he working?
Yes, totally working, totally playing music right now. Funny thing, we formed a new band, and he's my go-to, and we just played Charlie O's.
Well, and you guys just played the pub.
Yes. Charlie O's was a hoot. It was absolutely drop it to the floor, pick it up, and drop it again.
Did you drop all your clothes on the floor?
No.
All right, so you
just drop the music.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
And that band was called, which is weird, Moon Dust and the Chemtrails.
Yeah.
When I do Donna Thunder performances, they expect a persona. It's a certain style.
Yeah.
And
is it your alter ego?
What is that?
I don't know. It's just when you're on stage. It's different personality.
Probably. We did the Tunbridge Fair this year.
Yes, you did.
That was probably, I was so stinking nervous. Scott Campbell joined us.
Well, I mean, there you go.
Oh my goodness. He loves my songwriting.
Yeah.
He was one of the first people to not poo-poo me and push me aside because of my age.
Yeah.
Or my gender. Years ago, if you weren't 36, 24, 36, you weren't going to get into no picking circle.
Still that way.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So when somebody my age comes out on stage, you've got to throw your pocketbooks. You've got to bring it.
Right.
You have got to bring it. Arrow Lippo out of Burlington coming down, and Jim Thompson.
Piano player.
And guess who was on the drums?
Who? You?
The one and only Sam Burke.
Oh, come on.
Because...
Well, you play the drums, too.
Well, not really good.
Not like Sam.
I play the bass like I can spank the bass, and
so can Sam.
Yes, he can. He does the garbage.
Upright. Oh my God, he's amazing.
And we used to songwrite with his brother Kelly. We miss Kelly. Yes.
Jim Thompson. Look what he just did recently over at the Opera House.
Yes.
Wrote
the play,
produced,
yes,
everything. The guy's amazing. Will you tell Jim when you see him that that we still have his mug? He left his mug here because he was on the air with us, and he left his mug here.
I'm glad that he was.
Tell him if he wants his. And it was apparently his favorite mug.
Oh,
tell him for $100, I'll get it back.
Jim, $100, you get your mug back.
Yeah,
it's not a mug shot.
He's such a great guy. You surround yourself with immensely talented people. Do you know that?
I just think they're fun. I like fun. I love spontaneity. I I broke the ice in my little pool on my deck the other day, and big hammer slush, boom, boom, threw the ice out, and I climbed in. That is just fabulous, and for achy muscles because I hike and I walk, and you see it on the
Hang on a second. Are you bullshitting me right now?
no. No, and let me tell you, when you get out, those achynesses are gone.
Yeah, because you've got hypothermia.
You don't stay in there having a cigar and a cup of coffee.
So I've got the achiness and then the inflammation and all that shit.
You got a river. I tell you, if I was near a river, I'd be in. You asked me. No. See, when was the last time I went in? It was a couple of weeks ago over at Lake Maury.
And you went all the way in?
Yep.
Come on, all the way in.
Yeah. I don't stay long. But when I come out, I just feel like I just got $1 million.
Donna, you're just amazing. My God.
Now, I do have friends that are lively. Maura Quinn. I don't know if you've had her in for the show yet.
No, I know she sings with you.
She is
performs
forming
with you.
another band of her own. She played at the pub too, and she's a writer, and a singer, and a cheerleader for.
And she's performed up at Barry Gardens and
Yes.
other nursing homes.
Yes.
She's a great lady.
Yes, she is, and we're sort of kindred spirits. She has a radio a podcast out of Goddard College.
Yeah.
She has one on Wednesday mornings.
Yeah.
Called the Quilting Hour. She has another one on Sunday, and I think that's called Thought Pasture.
All right.
And she's very unique in her music taste. Always tries to find something
Wow.
different. Yes.
For folks that are just tuning in, Donna Thunder with us right now. I just want to just kind of echo here how we started out about the Marcus Bisson parade tomorrow.
Yes.
We have been in touch with the Washington County Sheriff's Department, and they will be leading off the parade tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. They will be staging with us over at the Hoyt Seaver Field, and thank you, Washington County Sheriff's Department. Was on the phone with them early this morning. They will be there with us. And we're expecting a huge turnout. Berlin Armory is going to be there. Barry City Fire, Williamstown Fire, Ambulance, and Berlin is also going to be there. Fire Department. The list goes on. It's going to be a huge turnout, and we can't wait. And don't forget to please bring with you when you come tomorrow morning a food donation, because the parade is going to be passing right in front of the pub in Williamstown and kind of finishing.
Love the pub.
Yes.
I love the pub.
Everyone does. And then finishing off at the Pump and Pantry, where at the same time the Lonnie Wade food drive will be, the Stuff-A-Truck.
Yes.
Lonnie Wade Stuff-A-Truck food drive from 7 until 1:30. So at the end of the parade, you can donate your food donation right then and there. The timing is going to be perfect. So I want to make sure everyone knows about that. Williamstown Middle and High and Elementary, all going to be there supporting Marcus Bisson, 11 years old, finishing up his final chemo treatment, which is just amazing. Hillary is saying, just reading here. Just got a message back from Lieutenant White. Can't promise anything, but we'll let the guys working tomorrow know about it.
Good.
If everyone isn't tied up with calls for service, we'd love to be a part of this. So, wonderful. It's incredible. Wayne Warner is saying hello.
Hello, Wayne. He's a cheerleader.
He is. He's having a tough go with his mom right now.
Really?
Yeah,
Sorry
big
to hear
time.
that.
Big time. Yeah. we're going to check in with in a little bit here with Chad Hollister, who's doing a show tonight, I think, at Shelburne at the Vineyard.
Yes. And is it Dave Keller's doing the new CD?
Dave Keller's got a new album.
Yes.
Yes. And Dave's going to be on with me next week, right here.
Say hello. And Alex Bundy, the bass player.
Yeah.
My partner and I, during COVID, he'd come home from lunch. We called the noontime quickies from the Cellar Dwellers. And we would do a live show every day during the COVID. And
now, when you say noontime quickies, you're not talking about a little afternoon delight.
No.
All right. Got it.
It's terrible when music is more delightful. Just kidding. That's how. Well, never mind.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
You know who else is a super cheerleader?
Who's that?
Mary Boisvert.
Bovair.
Mary at the Aldrich Library. Oh my God.
Yes.
Get down there and see the library all decorated for the holidays.
Oh my God. Have you seen that?
Isn't it gorgeous?
Unbelievable.
And so people aren't going downstairs to see the art show. And, that's okay if you just go in and see the library. But they're doing a benefit. You can buy tickets, and they have trees and decorations that are being raffled off. They're absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, they even have a wreath with a set of buckhorns in it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw that. Yeah. I saw that. We're going to check in right now with Giroux General Transport right here in the Granite City. We got Tracy on with us right now. Good morning, hon.
Good morning, JD. How are you?
We know that you guys are crazy busy. Raylene and I were chatting about you guys yesterday and how insane it is right now for you over at Giroux General Transport, and insane for so many of us that need our goods and services moved down the road the old-fashioned way with wheels turning underneath.
Absolutely. We're still getting lots and lots and lots of calls for, we need a truck driver. Do you have anybody that you could refer to us? Companies are calling all the time, especially right now that the towns and cities are looking for plow truck drivers. Winter's coming, and they're destitute to get some plow truck drivers going. A lot of towns are actually paying for people to come through the class just so they can have them as a plow truck driver for the winter.
That's amazing. That's incredible. What about school bus drivers? Do you guys do any of that?
We do not do school bus. Most school bus companies train their own drivers, and they have to go through a special class for their passengers.
Okay.
We don't do passenger endorsement. We do Class A and Class B CDLs. We do upgrades from Class B to Class A. We also do private, well, not really private, but separate hazmat theory class. Hazmat theory is a new law that came into effect in February of this year, that they have to have a hazmat theory class before they can get their hazmat endorsement.
Right.
So what that means is anybody who is wanting to haul fuel oil or any other hazmat product must come to an ELDT trained hazmat course.
And this requirement started just about a year ago, right? February, I think.
February 7th, 2022, it came into effect. They warned us last year about this time that this was going to happen.
Yeah.
So there's only very few in the state of Vermont that are trained to do the hazmat theory course. So we have people coming from New York, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Maine just to take our hazmat course.
Wow.
There's not very many places in New England that has them. So if you are looking to get your hazmat, contact me. We run hazmat theory once a month. It's a 2 to 3 hour class. It's a cost of $100. And within 24 hours, your grades will be in the system for DMV to recognize.
Ooh.
So it's pretty easy to do. And those grades are all that holds you up from being able to take your endorsement.
That's amazing.
So
Yeah, and it's got to happen.
it has to happen.
Let's talk cost, and this is something that Raylene and I were chatting about yesterday, and we frequently do. That there are people that hear the letters CDL and immediately say, "Oh God, I can't afford that." I mean, that's $5,000 or more. I forget it. I
Right,
can't do
right,
that.
right.
What's the deal with that?
Okay, so right now, very few of our students come to us without any form of funding. Most likely, somebody's going to fund you. If you are interested, let us know, and we'll set you up with where we feel you're going to be fit best. But um, VSAC, VSAC.org, VSAC.org, they
Yeah.
have a non-degree grant. It's called an advancement grant that right now is paying about 75% of the CDL course. So that's a good chunk of money right there. And then Department of Labor has additional grant funding for adult education that will pay a portion or more. They've paid the full thing before, depending on what you're eligible for. Again, it's income based. You do not have to be unemployed to apply for it, but it's at your local unemployment office. You can apply for it. The worst thing they're going to say is no. Doesn't go against your credit report. There's no downside to applying. Um,
Hmm.
and between those two entities, most of the time, our students can find full coverage. Women and minorities can find an additional $1,500 to take our course.
Wow.
Through Agency of Transportation. They have grant funding out there for women and minorities. Women are considered a minority in our field of work.
Mhm.
So, they have additional funding for that. And right now, lots of companies who are looking for drivers are saying, we'll send you to the class as long as you come to work for us after. So, and they're paying not only for you to come to the class, but they're paying you an hourly wage while you're coming to class. So, I mean, it's a no win, no lose situation there. You're getting paid to come to class, and they're paying for your school.
Oh my God.
Once you have your CDL, it's not something somebody can take away from you unless you do something, illegal for the state and get picked up or something. But,
Yeah.
nobody's going to take that away from you. You can just keep renewing it every year. You don't have to take more classes or anything.
And you can take it with you to out of state, to anywhere you want to go.
Absolutely. You can transfer it out of state. It is completely transferable, just like any other license. So, say you go to work for a company, you sign a contract, you work for them for a year, and then you decide, well, I think I'd rather go over the road, or I'd rather, be down south where it's warm,
Sure.
Then you can transfer your license to wherever you decide that you want to go. But a lot of places right now are sending us students, and the companies themselves are paying for it because there's just no drivers right now.
The demand across the entire country has been so high. I mean, sitting here on North Main Street, I see the trucks go by all the time, especially the trucks hauling granite. But, I mean, there's a great need for all kinds of stuff. My God, I mean, just moving appliances and just there's so many different areas where companies they're looking to, stuff has to move. And
yes, and I don't know if you've heard or not, but with the COVID and flu and everything else that is flaring up right now, there's going to become shortages again, much like there was in 2020.
Sure.
So we're going to depend and rely on those truck drivers a lot more than ever before, because we're going to be stuck at home again. Lots of places are closing down. We've had school closings already, COVID and flu.
We had a rail strike scare.
Absolutely. And what happens when the railroad strikes?
We're all
then
screwed.
We're going to depend. Yeah, we're all screwed. We're going to be dependent on whatever we have that we can do ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be as easy as it sounds. And right now, diesel fuel prices alone.
Right.
We're paying thousands and thousands of dollars every month to keep the trucks running.
Sure.
We have a total of 11 tractor trailer trucks right now. We have 5 CDL instructors. We run full time right now. We're running day and night trying to train students.
You guys have been booked up. I mean, it's been this way for over a year now, where you've been booking your classes months and months and months in advance, and your next one is coming up in February, right?
Correct. Our next one's going to be February 6th. And we're actually looking at running one possibly day and night in February, because we've already got 16 students on the roster.
Okay.
So if it's going to be a busy month, we may have to run double classes.
What's the cap on that? Is it 16
Well, we have 5 instructors, so we're allowed to have 4 to 5 students per instructor.
Okay.
So it depends on the instructor's availability as to how many we put in the class.
All right.
But I always try to let people know I want you to sign up sooner than later, because the people who are on my list first are going to get first dibs on that class.
Yeah, right. And
Anybody that's it, when it gets too full, everybody else on the end of the list gets bumped to the next class. We run them every 7 weeks. So it's not like it's going to be a long wait, but for those of you who are like, I need a job now, you're going to be waiting an extra month and a half to get your license if
that's right.
you procrastinate.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't wait on this, especially if you want to be a truck driver this summer, and if you want to be moving and making bank.
Absolutely.
You want to be making some serious dough. Don't wait till spring before you start doing this. Get on it now and in the winter. This is the high tide right now.
Absolutely. And right now companies are paying good salaries for truck drivers because they want to keep them.
Yeah.
They want to keep you interested in working for their company.
Yeah.
So
they
they're
need them
paying
badly.
really good wages right now. And
well,
everybody needs them.
Yeah, it's hurting them if they've got trucks full of product that are just sitting there not moving. I mean, that's killing them.
Right. And as people come down sick with COVID and they come down sick with flu and whatever, they're going to need more drivers on hand than they have at the current moment. And everybody's already short. As people are getting sick and they're not being able to go to work, they're going to need more and more people out there on the roads, keeping everybody going.
Well, we're watching your Facebook page, which is Giroux General Transport, but you can also email Tracy, Giroux General Transport Inc. at gmail.com. And your cell phone, 279-9576.
That's my husband Bill's.
All right.
My cell phone is 802-279-3325.
All right. And the office line is 476-4679 right here in Barrie. You're answering your phones like a madwoman every day.
Absolutely. Yes. The phones have been ringing with tons of questions, both from companies and from people who are looking to get into this field. I'm on the phone and on the computer daily with federal government people talking about grants for this person or extra funding for that person. We will go out of our way to try to find you the funding that you need to obtain your CDL.
Wow.
I work with each and every one of my students, giving them as much information as I have, and I try really hard to follow up on every single student's multiple funding to make sure that they're not getting lost in the paperwork.
Yeah. Tip of the hat to you and Bill, Tracy, 1 hour at a time, and we're going to do all we can to fill those classes for you, and good luck with everything. We love having you.
Thank you so much, and you guys have a wonderful holiday.
You got it. We'll be in touch before then. Thanks, Tracy.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
All right, Tracy Haynes right there. Very, very busy lady. Donna Thunder is hanging out with me this morning.
Yes.
Sitting right here on this beautiful North Main Street. The sun is shining. It's just a beautiful day. And more beautiful, the fact that you're here.
Well, thank you. You're a multitasker.
Yeah,
Did you know about this down at the library?
No, I didn't know there was a. They've got a film now.
Yes.
They shot a documentary on that.
On this, yes. So if you want a shout out for the library and for this particular,
How do we see it? When do we see it?
it's going to be there's going to be a viewing of this at the Aldrich Library. There's a list on the front. I think it's January 5th. You can see a list of the communities that this film will be shown in. It's not just Barrie.
January 5th from 5:30 to
It's my
7:30.
birthday. That's my birthday.
Will you remind me about this, please?
Isn't that interesting? You know what? I did not know that it was against, you can't go swimming up there.
No.
And so I did not know that. I'm up there swimming with the grandkids. Travis gives me a call. What the hell, Mother? What do you think you're doing?
Well, you're not supposed to.
I did not know. I did not know that it was illegal to, you can buy fireworks, but you can't set them off.
Did you get arrested?
Not at the quarry.
Let's check in with our pal Chad Hollister real quick here.
Yeah.
He's got he's been playing, performing just everywhere.
Tell him I say hello,
Well,
Jonathan.
you're going to say hello to him?
Hey,
Oh,
man.
my goodness.
Hey, there he is right there, Chad Hollister.
Hey.
Hey, I'm sitting here with Donna Thunder.
Hey, Chad.
Hey, Donna. What's
How
up?
you doing?
I'm doing real good. How about you?
Good.
We're just sitting here chewing the fat, hanging out on a Friday morning, and we know that you're performing tonight, right, in Shelburne?
Yeah. We're close to selling all those there ticks. Shelburne Vineyard. It's a great little venue up there, right across from Fiddlehead Brewing on Route 7.
Now, what time is this tonight, Chad?
Doors 6:30 and show starts at 7.
Okay.
And all kinds of if you can imagine it, it's hard for me to believe, good Vermont wine, but there's actually some really good wine being made in Vermont.
Oh,
and
yeah.
This Shelburne Vineyard is one of them. So it's pretty cool.
So is this blow the roof off the house with the 10-piece band, or is this just a more intimate thing?
You know the answer.
Yeah.
Blow the roof.
Yeah, but for your listeners, no, this is intimate solo. So they actually we did a gig there this summer outside, and this was our kind of backstage area. So you go from the tasting room, if anybody's been there, you head up the stairs, and it's in the loft. I think about they could fit a total of like 100 people in there, and I think we've sold 75 tickets so far. So
That's nice.
but it's it's intimate. It's just me and my guitar, kind of doing what I do. But I think with a show like this, what I'm these days, and JD, you and I've talked about this a lot. It's more of the either the full band kind of rockin' show or listening rooms across the country, because I'm done with playing the rooms where people don't really care. And so it's really nice to have a room. My buddy Joe Adler, who's actually a really talented musician himself, is kind of been working really hard to build up this venue, and I think has just done a really great job. Zach Nugent of Dead Sets and formerly JGB, he's doing a Wednesday residency, and so that's been great. My buddy Brett Hughes has played there. I know Aaron Flynn just played there, had a great show, great singer.
How about Al Bundy? Is he with you?
Oh, Alex, he's not, but I think Al, he's done some stuff. Actually, I just saw him the other night, Alex Budney, with
I think he might
Dave
be
Keller.
working on Dave Keller's.
Yeah.
I love Al. I love you.
He's an amazing bass player and just a
Isn't
great
he?
guy. He did last night actually at Nectar's, and actually I think it was Wednesday night, and invited me to swing down and play a couple. I was telling him how I feel so disconnected from the Burlington music scene just because I haven't really been around. I've been traveling or living in Montpelier. I don't really, go out much anymore. But anyway, yeah. So it's good, but we're looking forward to it.
Well, listen, brother, I want you in here and got to get you
I'm
in here. Dave Keller's going to be in here sometime next week. We're working on a date right now, but I mean, anytime, brother. Just guitar or no guitar, just get your ass in here.
Yeah. Well, we will have a guitar. That goes without saying.
All
You
right.
know.
So how do we get tickets for tonight at Shelburne Vineyard?
So I'll shoot you, JD, the Eventbrite link, and just post it up. Tickets go. I thought they went up to 14 today, which I guess they do at the door. But if you get them in advance, if you get them online, it's looking like that didn't change at midnight. I was thinking at midnight the Eventbrite changed, but it seems as though there's still 10 online. So everybody's getting great deals.
Wow.
So I would encourage you to get them online, and but I'll shoot you the link for that.
And I say this, it's like, folks listening, get the hell out of your house. Take your wife or your boyfriend or whoever, and just get out of get off of that couch and go out and do something like this and enjoy some live music in an intimate setting. It doesn't always have to be, we go out to dinner and then we sit on the couch and watch reruns of what the hell. Go enjoy some live music.
JD, it's so true, and I appreciate you, brother, so much for everything that you do. I was just listening to your episode with
Sam Fuller.
Yeah, with Sam. Good Lord, what a human. Just that's an amazing story. But point being that it's so easy, kind of. And I'm not saying post-COVID, but after, as we're getting back into things, which we are as myself and as a band, and it's feeling really good, and people seem, mostly ready, but are also being respectful of people that are still a little timid, which is completely understandable.
Sure.
But just that reality of how it's been so easy these past few years to just
disconnect.
Do it, and right. We're seeing it through all, we're seeing it in all the schools. We're seeing it through our kids, in basic communication, because they really haven't had to. It's just, and there's such a ripple effect, but it's so important. I think for people's well-being, for people's mental health, for just plain sanity, to do stuff like this. And it's also a full circle thing. It's so important for us as artists. I mean, Donna, good Lord, you can relate to this as well. And all of our friends, who have really been struggling. And so when we see people back at our shows, when I heard that I had pre-sold 70 tickets, I was like, man, we can do this, I just.
Chad, what I find so intoxicating about you is
Tell
the
me.
fact that I hear that joy, that spirit, that passion. For a minute, everything in this room disappeared because your passion was speaking your truth. It's really, it gave me the goosebumps. When I play quite often, not because I want to, I go up to the nursing homes.
Oh, yeah.
And oh my God, I go in there thinking, I don't want to do this. Why am I doing this? And then I walk out and I feel the difference.
Oh yeah, it means so much to them. Yeah.
And Donna just did Charlie O's.
Oh my God, Chad!
And the pub.
I got a new little band that when I do Donna Thunder, it's sort of like I have to do a show. That's a persona, and so when I do this new band, it's called Moon Dust and the Chemtrails. I get to come out and do like styles like the Clash and the Violent Femmes and
oh, cool.
Yeah, and I found myself. I jumped up on the darn amp. I'm no spring chicken, and I jumped up on the amp. Everything I've ever wanted to do. It was so much fun. Singer-songwriter Rebecca Padula came down out of Heinsberg. I don't know if you know her, but she's
great,
isn't she? So she's part of that band.
Oh, nice.
And then the show band with Scott Campbell. Getting to do the Tunbridge Fair, but you're just your passion, and I can see you in that small church out in East Montpelier that had these boxes that you went and sat in.
Oh yeah,
and you did a show,
the old meeting house.
Yes,
you were at that one,
and I can see that whole scene in my mind's eye. You had the brass. I think it was Tom Morris was up there with you.
Yeah, the late
And
Don Morris.
you never forget your performances.
No, you don't.
Oh, wow.
That's true.
Boy,
You don't
I-
forget it
They're all
I
different.
appreciate it
because it's
so
not
much.
just about you.
Yeah.
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 Chad
yeah.
makes it about.
Ah.
He just, and both of you do, connect with your audience on a level that it's not something that you can teach or read about it and learn. It's something that's just innate in both of you.
Well, it's also something that has made my career is the community. Like, I mean, you do see artists sometimes where it's all about them, and it's just it's disappointing, especially when it's one of your heroes. But I feel that that's the only way that I've been able to continue to do it is through my community. So how could I not bring them in to the show, and tell stories, but also tell stories about them. Actually, my road manager for tonight is Mr. Jeff Ward, who was married to Marjorie Ward, who was the food and beverage director for Stowe for 35 years, and we lost her a few weeks back, and we did a life celebration at Moog's Place, and I mean, she gave everybody gigs, everybody. And
That's
Donna,
wonderful.
did you play for Marjorie?
No, I would have loved to. A lot of my isms, because I really didn't start off until later in life.
Yeah,
I've had to overcome that. I'm not good enough, and then go by that just to just do it because I love it. You know? And you were reminding me of. Do you remember Michael Witham, the drummer?
Mike Witham. Yeah, right here in Barrie.
Yeah, I don't know if I knew Mike.
He was somewhat of a hero for music here, and he was in one of my bands and had cancer. He didn't know he had it until I kicked him out of the band and said, "You go find out what's wrong with you," and then we found out. But the celebration of life is one of the things that I flourish in because it's celebrating.
One of the things that we talk about often here, Chad, is this little tiny state in America.
Oh boy,
the caliber of talent that we have, just musically alone. I mean, forget about other forms of art, but just musically alone is absolutely astonishing. I mean, from Big Joe Burrell to Jamie Lee Thurston, Chad Hollister, Wayne Warner, the list goes on. We were just talking this morning about Sam Burke and Ray Burke. I mean, Donna just did the Tunbridge Fair this past summer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just Tammy Fletcher.
Okay.
The list goes on, man.
So if you go to Tunbridge Fair 2014, Heritage Ford put out a video, and halfway through we played out in the gazebo, then we did something for the fiddle thing, and it was all wonderful. But in that video, halfway through, you're going to start hearing music, and that's me, Sam, there's two other people, and we're playing in the cow barn at 11:30 at night. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
So that started a tradition. We stand outside the cow barn on Saturdays and play outside, just 'cause.
Yeah.
Someday, Chad, I'd love to do something with you. You are a hero to many.
Many.
And your wife with her art.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So I haven't, Chad, I have an art show going on down at the Aldrich Library. I didn't know I could do this stuff.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Donna slipped and fell and hit her head and woke up the next morning an incredible painter.
Oh,
and
the compliments you give me.
Chad. She's got her own art exhibit, her own gallery downstairs at the Aldrich Library. You
So
need
does
to talk
his
with
wife.
Katie.
He's very good. Katie's
Oh,
very good.
God, she's amazing, and she's doing sipping paints and she's amazing.
And when Chad did his tour with his family,
yeah.
see, you don't know how many
Yeah.
people you affect.
Yeah, that's so
What
amazing.
am I? Who am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a listener. I'm a connoisseur. I'm a cheerleader. It's just amazing.
Yeah. We love you,
Oh,
buddy.
that's-
We love you.
Oh, you guys are. Yeah, I'm. You can't see, but I'm blushing in my morning sweatpants here. But that's amazing. No, Katie's doing incredible. She's been working so hard at a career in art, and actually she's open for the weekends before Christmas. So 10 to 5, you can head to
I
upstairs
did
above the
hear that.
Savoy to
I did
24
hear
Main
that.
Street, and
Oh,
she's
above
open
the
for
Savoy?
bids.
Yes.
Above the Savoy is her and
Oh.
Sam Colt's studio, but actually Katie will just be it'll be Katie's studio that's open. And she's got all her stuff, set up and ready to sell. She's made some really amazing, affordable, small, beautiful paintings at like $40 each that
That's
have been
amazing. Yes.
moving really well. And then you kind of frame them on your own. That's one of the things. Of course, the painting's gorgeous, but
Sure.
the framing's so expensive.
Oh my!
So,
Sure.
A note there, just a footnote.
yeah.
I went because I wanted to show at the spa years ago, and they wouldn't let me because I didn't have the proper frames back then.
right.
I think it's different now. But I went to the Randolph Tech Center,
Yeah.
and I brought in a dozen paintings, and they did the frame for me, and it was like $50 for 12 frames.
What?
That was many years ago, but
It's usually $200 per. That's crazy.
look up the local tech centers.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Gosh, we're touching hearts through art and music and community. What's better here? That's what Air It Out is all about.
Yes, it is.
JD Green, ladies and gentlemen, Donna Thunder.
Buddy, we love you, man.
Thank you, Chad.
both.
Thank you for all you do.
Chad Hollister tonight. What time are the doors again over at the Shelburne?
6:30 doors, and a little helpful hint is they don't really have food there. They have some like snacky charcuterie stuff, but across the street is Fiddlehead Brewing and a wonderful pizza place inside
Ooh.
Fiddlehead, so you can pre-order your pizza and bring it on over. So
Okay.
food for thought, literally.
Literally, I heard that.
Shelburne
know.
Vineyard tonight. Chad,
I'll shoot you the link, JD.
shoot me that link and we'll put it up. A few seats remaining, but get on them. Do something different tonight.
Yeah, man.
Go out and enjoy
Move
it.
a muscle to change your thoughts.
Damn.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Jeez, I'm crow. Donna hit her head again. Now
Yes, I
she's
know.
really reeling in the poetry. Donna, keep on falling. Just make sure it's not.
Little do you know.
Love you,
Yeah.
pal. Love you, man.
Love you both. Thanks
Thank
so
you,
much
thank you.
for tuning me in and air it
Don't
out
forget
forever.
about Katie's artwork
Yes.
up over the
Yes.
Savoy. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Bye, guys.
All right, buddy.
Bye, Chad.
God, he's amazing, isn't he?
Very personable.
Love that guy so much.
Gee, we could do this. I could do this with you all the time, couldn't I?
You came in here and said, "What are we going to talk
Yeah.
about today? What are we going to talk about?" So, what did I tell you?
What is that book over there?
There's so much to tell you about. This is Eric Gray, who's from San Francisco, who was on the air with us just not too long ago, and he actually gave me a couple of these books to sell. He wrote Ballparks, Backyards to Ballparks, which are all of the amazing true stories that have happened
My uncle would like.
during Major League Baseball games.
Really?
I mean, unspeakable stuff. I mean, unbelievable. So, if anyone wants a copy of the book, I think he's getting, I want to say, $25 for him. Let me know. Get in touch with me, and we'll get you a copy of Backyards to Ballparks, his new book. Right
More
here.
personal baseball stories
Yep.
from the stands and beyond. There
Yeah.
goes my eyesight.
Author out of San Francisco, but he's got connections in the Boston area. He was just on VPR, sat down with Terry Gross. This guy's big time, man. He's been on a book tour all through Montreal, and
How about your book?
well,
Is it coming?
there's a lot to be said about that. There's a lot. I might be. I've got one that's kind of on hold, and then another one that's may turn into a book someday. We'll save that for another show,
Okay.
though. There's a mouthful on that.
Yes.
Donna Thunder with us. Before I forget, Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, It is ladies' night over at Nelson Ace Hardware, which is right behind where Donna is sitting right now.
Right there.
Bob Nelson is going to come on with me that morning at 9 a.m. and kind of wet your whistle about what to expect at Nelson's Hardware next Tuesday.
Fabulous.
Ladies' Day. So they're going to close down around 4:30, and then they're going to reopen at 5. Ladies only. Go in there, sign up to win all kinds of stuff, and just go crazy. Bring your husband's credit card and go nuts.
Usually I'm the one with the credit card.
Well, you know.
Can I mention one other thing?
Yeah, please.
If somebody out there needs, if somebody's bedridden and they need a song or two, let us know. We do, if somebody's at the nursing home, I always say is somebody close to their new home, wherever that might be above this, and we go in and we just sing softly, and that's what we do. So that's part of what we do.
Yeah, it's a big part.
What we do.
It's a big part. Tell us about this.
This?
Before we skip out.
Yes, I wanted you to put that on. Can you see this? Oh, can you see it?
Yeah. You painted that.
Yes. It's one of the ones. And can you see it now?
Yeah.
Oh, here.
Right there.
Right there?
Stop. Yeah, right there.
Oh, there. Look at that.
You
color.
painted that
Yes.
on cardboard?
On garbage.
What do you call this? Art on garbage?
I just call. You don't have to have it in order to do it.
Oh!
You can paint. I just love this. I would
You
love
painted that on cardboard.
Yes, I did this one then.
Show me that one.
That we're going to give to Lily.
You're giving that to Lily.
Yeah, and you're going to put
Stop
Christmas
it.
lights out, and that's going to be her imaginary playground.
That's on cardboard. That looks like a pizza box.
Yes, it is.
Stop it, Donna.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So isn't that crazy? I didn't know. Now look at these. This is This is a piece I'm forming that I'm doing. So this is going to be. I don't know if they can see that.
Yeah.
Can you switch that screen? Oh, I can't see me because I can't. So these are all moons, and when they're done, they'll be in this frame, and then at night they glow in the dark.
Are you serious? Is that
Yes.
glow in the dark paint?
Yes. So at night, so these will be all. It'll go across the top like that, all in frames, and my partner's so good about this. I'll say stop. I get out and I find a piece of wood on the side of the road. This is done on with kids. A dollar paint kit from the dollar store.
Oh my God. It's beautiful.
If you go to the library and you see this show, this door that's in the center, I was sick. I was very sick, and I was sort of in my apartment when I lived upstairs where I reside now. And my mother had sent me 4 tubes of oil paint, and I used makeup brushes. Somebody gave me a Get Well card, and this painting I reproduced it on the door. I knew nothing. This is one of my first paintings done on a full door. And the card was by this artist called Renoir. I didn't know who Renoir was. So you have to start someplace. So I copied Renoir, then I copied Degas, I copied Monet, and then I started doing my own stuff. And then the real crazy one is the eggshells. You know, when I was doing therapy for being lost along the way. Oh, thank you. I did a big canvas and just filled it with eggshells, and my son looks at me and goes, "Mom, you're not right." But I didn't let it stop me. And then I put faces and images and words on these eggshells. You're not enough. You're too fat. You're too old. You know, you're a clown. You're a comedy, not serious. And then I left it. And then one night I got up in the middle of the night and I put my foot in a pan of red paint and I stomped 1 foot in the middle of the eggshells. And it hurt. But what it signifies is When was I going to start living my life and stop walking on eggshells?
Wow. I love it.
But the thing is doing it.
I love it.
And I did one other one on
So much.
on the wall. I put paint on the front of my body and pressed it against the wall and left my head empty. There's a circle of ivy, and into the center I wrote, "To thine own self be true." If I couldn't get a relationship with myself, I was forever not going to be able to get a relationship with anybody.
How do people find you? Just Facebook? Is that the easiest?
Oh, I thought you meant, how did they find me? Not normal? They don't. My friends, I'll tell Chris, I said, I'm not right. He says, you're right for me. And my girlfriends, too. My girlfriends, too.
Well, we find you on Facebook.
Yep, Facebook. We're doing a lot for nursing homes. And, Tracy Lewis, I hope we get involved again next summer. We were on part of the Heritage Festival, which is, once again, a highlight for me. To see the lights on. Did you see the lights in the park?
Incredible. Oh, my God.
The best I've ever seen them, and I've got it. So I stopped and I took pictures. That's my job.
The partnership is kicking ass.
Yes.
The fire department putting all those lights up. I mean, this community is
the best ever. I've seen those lights.
amazing.
And so I stopped, and that's another thing I do. I'm known for my photos for along the way. While I still have eyesight, that's what I have to do. I have to stop and take these photos.
Right.
And so I stopped and took the photos of the guys up in the bucket.
Did you?
Yes, I did. So I've got to send them out.
When are you coming in here again? Soon?
You will let me, because it's just so much. Just so much.
Take us out. Take us out with the harmonica. Take us out.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that.
Oh, just take us out.
You want a blue, you want to get blue. You don't want to be here with the band giving cheer. We're not going to be blue, no. We're not going to be blue, no. We got a friend, J. Deere, right now here.